Did they tell you how hilarious this guy is, or they just want to be a top G like him?
My own tweet because we were talking about something and I tweeted about it like a few hours later, and he's like, "Dude, look, this guy, he just tweeted what we were talking about." I'm like, "Oh,
weird." It's funny how that works, huh?
That's funny.
Yeah. That's like, I think Chesty, chat, I think he said that somebody in real life had asked him if he knew chess rockball.
Exactly, Marty. Exactly. Okay, I get it. I'm supposed to have sent you that mic by now, so this one's on me. It's on me.
What are you talking about?
You just completely cut out. I didn't hear a word.
Oh, oh, sorry. Damn it. Y'all didn't hear me what I said about chest?
Yeah, I heard chesty and then a little bit of like garble.
That's why
he was just saying
exactly it.
Oh, down
he was saying that somebody in real life asked if he knew Chess Rockwell.
What did he say?
I don't know. He just put it in the chat. You have to ask him about it.
That'll be funny.
Yeah.
What do you get that from the internet? Shut up, you nerd. Goes back to lawyering.
Oh.
That was Marty's Canadian accent.
Isn't bad.
Not today.
He cuts out, the Canadian cuts out a lot.
Oh, something to drink in here.
Like I told you guys, if you want to sound Canadian, it's easy. Speak twice as fast as you think you need to. And that's basically it.
Just say boot.
Speak twice as fast. Speak twice as fast.
Yeah, speak fast, cuss fast, throw bud at the end of something if you're talking to somebody, bud.
Hey, there's some maple syrup in here, Ryan.
Maple.
Fuck off, bud.
Well, some bitch, how about that, bud?
No, you got to get that in there.
Wait, is this where they're counting the votes? Is this Maricopa County?
Yep.
Don't worry, patriots are here to save the republic.
That's voter intimidation.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I'm afraid to ask, but speaking of county votes, is there any been buzz about that whole thing we shan't talk about going on, or?
Yeah.
I'm trying to use euphemisms here.
I think there's always that
nice
talk,
hat.
no matter what the result.
Oh. Is there like all of a sudden, at 3 in the morning, 500,000 votes showed up for that?
There's been some graphs shared with lines going vertical.
Oh dear, not green lines, I hope.
Well, I think it might have been a red line for a Democrat, and then there's a blue line for a Republican. Oh wait, I got that reversed.
Those are the worst lines.
Yeah, but I don't know what those mean. Like if that's actual like tabulation, how the tabulations are done. But the fact that it does take like a week for election results to come in is pretty retarded.
Dude, that's insane. Like in Canada, it takes like an hour or two after the polls close.
They were saying like in Brazil, it takes like a day for the entire country. So it is pretty sad.
Yeah, and they got to go to like the rainforest and grab shit out of the jungle to count.
Exactly.
I do have a question for the American people. Is it true that you can vote without an ID?
In some places, I think you can.
In some places, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
Thank
states.
you, sir.
Yeah.
Isn't that insane, Mish?
How does that work? Like how?
Well, you see,
It's racist.
some people
Voter
think
ID is racist because
some people think black
people of color aren't
yeah.
smart enough. Is what the thought is.
Yeah, that's their
Which
logic.
is racist.
It is super
so
racist.
let's say I visit the States, okay, and I'm like on a tourist visa. I can still vote.
Illegally, but you might be able to do it.
Like, is there any method you
they
guys
give you a
have to
ballot.
prevent people who shouldn't be voting?
I'm
like,
not
you know, they live
I'm-
in a different state.
I don't live in like California or like places that don't require it, so I'm not sure how they try and confirm that or not.
Well, like places like Florida have it though, right?
Yeah.
Because yeah, it's so weird. In Canada, you get yourself on a voter list beforehand, or you show up to the voting place with ID and some mail that shows you live, and then they can place you in your proper area.
Oh, there's a cop motorcycle.
Yeah, exactly.
It just seems ridiculous to me. Like, how would you do that otherwise?
Dude, like, why do you need even a proof of
Oh,
what
a fat one.
you
Look at
have?
this fat one. Wow.
Wow.
It's by a fat one.
That's what I was thinking. Well, Mish, think of it this way.
fatties.
How many
Jump on
polling
that
stations
grenade.
are there? You could drive around and vote all day in different places.
Grenade.
Okay, the fat zombie.
I could outwalk her.
Like, what happens if they give like a goofy name? Yeah, I'm Dan McCracken, and then you vote there. Like, do they check at least to make sure you exist?
Yeah, they have a registration. They have a voter registration list.
Oh, do you have to have ID to get on the voter registration?
I assume you do. Yeah.
Okay, in that case, it's probably it's probably all right then.
You do have to register to vote. Yeah.
See, if that's the case, then what everybody's bitching about voter ID laws? If you need IDs to get on the list to vote, then who cares? I'm starting to think your guys' political pundits lie to me in order to rile me up and buy merch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the other thing was like, all right, did they move or are they dead or that kind of stuff? Like, how clean are the registrations?
She's trying to find a good man.
Yeah. This poor fat zombie.
Ryan, you need to see this, Ryan. Where are you?
I'm coming.
Okay, I hope you're at least 6 foot. And not serious.
Sapien. Like she's gonna love this.
Oh, good.
No.
Oh, look out!
I see you've been following her little hornet's nest lately too.
Yeah,
coming.
She got it all after once you get that first kid, you don't have to go back.
Yeah.
She really pulled the pin.
I loved it. She was all confused. She was talking to me on DMing and that, and I'm like, dude, why are you so confused? Like, mommy bloggers. They're the ones that killed Royce.
She's all over you.
Take her off me.
Jesus.
Literally. Jesus. Ryan, you can take her. That's a slump buster for you.
There you go.
Is that a military wife right there?
Optimus energy. I love it.
Ouch. Oh no, she's after me. Don't kill her. Don't kill her.
That's one
Where
of
else
those.
can you guys in the audience see great misogynistic content like this?
Yeah.
We're in a live stream. You've seen 5 guys laughing with a fat chick.
The funniest things I've had this happen to me in real life a few times before, where I had fat chicks just chasing after me. I'm like, no, you're fat. Leave me alone.
Jesus, she's actually pretty fast too. You figure she'd slow down.
No.
Is that
You reckon I can
beer?
You reckon I can give her one of these cookies?
Oh yeah, get another cookie.
You must
in
have
fatty.
cookies on you. Are you carrying cookies?
Maple syrup.
It might be you. I don't know which watch I have that's too
sorry,
loud.
no.
I'm trying to turn it off.
Oh no, she's after me.
Oh, green light. You're the one, mate.
Yeah, that baseball outfit,
Oh,
Chicks go for that.
oh,
Fuck
no.
you guys. It's too early for me to drink. It's 6:30 p.m. I'm fucking drinking already.
Well, I'm like, you're already pissing off Allah by drinking at all. So what does it really matter if it's 8 in the morning or not? I mean,
Drinking apple juice. Don't spread rumors about me.
that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about apple juice. I thought apples weren't halal or hambe or what is it?
Halal.
Halal.
Not the gorilla, the one that's cool.
Harambe. Yeah.
If I drop a cookie, you think she'll stop?
I think she's after that man meat.
Let's see.
Oh, dude,
There we
Jimmy
go.
Jones. Happy Remembrance Day, Coach. Can you still fit uniform? Yes, I could still fit the uniform.
Is he calling you fat? Oh my god, that's so misogynistic.
It is. How dare
If anything, I'm slimmer than when I left the military, so it should probably be baggy right now.
you? It doesn't fit.
Should we just put her out of her misery?
Oh, actually, thanks for reminding me. You know what? 10:40.
Do it. Do it, Green. Do it.
Oh.
Read the shower.
You know what?
What you
Fuck
got
it.
on her? Oh, moo a walkie-talkie. Ooh.
She got pink underpants. Nice.
Whoa.
That's
Veterans Day, day off of work. Dude, do you know how nice it is to have a day off of work for Remembrance Day? Do you know how much shit I've had to do on this goddamn day? I've had to parade
Oh, she lost
in the
weight.
pissing rain when it's freezing cold. I had to do a 10-kilometer march with a rifle with a bayonet, stand still for an hour, and then my arm died, and then had to start doing rifle drill. It's like the only joy I got out of the day was at 11 o'clock when the ceremonies would end. I get to go to the Legion and drink with some Korean war vets and feel embarrassed about my military service.
As you try and swap stories, but they're like, damn, I got nothing.
And you know the worst part is they're happy to hear my stories. Like,
Oh,
I
really?
remember this once. I actually wrote an essay on this one. This is how much it stuck with me. I was sitting there with this guy. He had like a whole chest full of things. I just got back from deployment. I had my swasm. And he's sitting there. He's like, "What did you do when you were deployed?" And I mentioned, Horn of Africa, looking for pirates, and mentioned all the parties were. And then I'm like, "What about you, man? You got a bunch in your chest." He's like, "Yeah, I was in Korea. They dropped me off behind the line and told me to blow up anything with an engine in it, and then come back in 3 months." It's like, dude, you know those like you got the story, and then somebody else has to top your story. Like, yeah, I had nothing at that point. I just bought him a drink. I'm like, fuck.
At least it like didn't end with like your best friend like getting killed or something like that. So maybe it's a little bit happier than the other.
I suppose that's a good way to look at it, I guess.
I had to watch this man saw off his own foot because of the gangrene.
Yeah, and he was Navy too, so it wasn't like some Army Special Forces thing. He was a sailor, and they just happened like, we need somebody. You drop the mop. Come here.
You.
Jesus. At least
that's why I'm terrified to ask Greenlight about military stuff. You'll start bringing up Panama or something, or Bosnia, and I'm fucked.
I wasn't. Yeah, just Panama, not Bosnia. But
fair enough then.
That's
His voice sounds like he saw a lot of shit.
Secure the canal.
The time he fought Jesse Ventura.
Good old pineapple head.
Hey, what happened to the fat chick? Hey, where's Tuber?
It's a mall to the south.
Tuber.
Oh, you're back. Hey, man. How was it? Was it worth?
Jumped on that grenade for us. Thanks, Tuber.
Doing the Lord's works, Pierce Brosnan.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Should we head to the mall?
Yeah, was it south? To the south?
I left the car by the entrance, so I'll go grab it.
I think
Brian,
I think we just keep going east.
Yeah.
I was thinking the stuff Mish was telling us about the course earlier. No wonder no one understands risk management. They show up to the course and they're talking about something else.
And talking about dicks instead of risk management.
Dude, it still kills me. I'm tempted to do a course.
Ryan, let me tell you something. Like the funniest thing, I remember back in 2015. Okay, so we had basically no leadership courses over here in Saudi. So it was a new concept, and everybody was jumping on this wagon. Like, oh, let's do the fucking leadership courses, and it was all just fucking bullshit.
Oh.
And we had like a couple of British dudes who come and present the course, and they were getting paid around £5,000 per day.
Jesus.
Dude, wow. It is such a lucrative grift.
And we had to cover everything from the moment they left their houses in the UK until they're back there.
Good God.
I'm in the wrong
door
business,
to door.
Yeah, I know, exactly. You should become an emotional intelligence.
No, I'm like for real. Like PLQ, primary leadership qualifications, the stuff. I still got all my course material from that and my teaching quals. Go down there, teach you guys like military leadership courses. That stuff was actually useful.
Okay, so the thing is, like, they actually
like the book for it. Look, if you guys look at my stream, that book right there, that's what that is. That's my teaching manual for it.
There's a lot of Americans here who work in the military on contracts for like 2 years, and they make shit ton of money.
Oh, I've heard.
Yep.
That's what Jacko does, doesn't he? That echelon front type of thing.
Depends. Does he only do it at 4:20 in the morning?
That's when he starts.
I get up earlier than you. I'm a real man. Like, really, dude?
Jiu-jitsu, bro. It's a
With
superpower.
that Casio watch, you just flexing on me? Come on, man. No, it is lucrative, though. My buddy does that. It was it's one of those things where he, like, thanked me for it. Because when I was actually the first out of all of my friends and coworkers who left the military. And there was a lot of guys who were unhappy, but they bought the line where, like, it's the best job you ever had, the security, think of your family, all that shit. And then I left, and a year later they saw, oh wow, you're making $100,000 a year working corporate. And then everybody else started getting the confidence to leave, and like 6 guys left the next year. 4 of them even managed to get them a medical pension. So I was like, that's awesome. But one of them does, he does that stuff in the military now where he earns insane money.
So it's like usually a 2-year contract. Sometimes, they renew it, and it's good money, dude. Sometimes I wish I was born in the States. Like, my mom, decided something else instead of having me over here. At least I would have the fucking passport.
I don't know, man. Like, I like you guys, but a lot of Americans are just kind of, just something off. You know what I mean? I don't even want to say bad.
I don't even. Well, I don't know because I'm in America, so it's like you're kind of like you're kind of stuck.
Ryan,
it's hard to see the difference.
Ever since they got independence, mate, it's never been the same.
Yeah, and I'm trying not to make it insulting because it's not. It's just so, like, I've hit on girls in Europe, in Asia, in the Middle East, Canada, South America, and then America. And it's like all those other categories, they're all kind of the same, but America is just not.
Is it like springiness?
It's... I can't... Okay, here. For example, I was in San Francisco. That was the first time I'd ever talked to a girl whose first question was asked me what I did for a living, which was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think we found them all.
It was the first place I saw where girls were like just grabbing at you. Because that's just what they do. Of course you just assault somebody. Why wouldn't you? And that was like as a flirt. The guys had like weathered faces like they'd been working in coal mines. And I don't know. It's just, the food is weird. It's too much. And yet some people seem to eat it and don't notice a problem. And I'm like, how do you guys physically eat this much? And it's like all like 100 little things that are just different than everywhere else in the world. Which I guess is the charm of America. I don't know.
So I have a question. Like I've heard some stuff. Isn't San Francisco like the butthole of America, is where all gay people are? Probably
not. Well, yeah, that's true.
It used to be fun.
I think San Fran is like deteriorated a lot, probably since Ryan was there last.
Yeah, well, like you know the movie Dirty Harry, Mish? Yeah. San Francisco.
Yeah, I remember that movie. Yeah,
that movie was in San Francisco, so it's like changed a lot, and it's just. It used to be, it was like San Diego, but better. Had that kind of California vibe, but it also had like a big city vibe. The parties were good. They were very like pro-military, and then it just got gay and shit was on the floor one day, and I don't know what happened.
Shit on the floor?
Dude, I'm not even joking. I went down there a couple years back. My girl was doing a conference, and I wanted to go see it again.
Mm-hmm.
The whole city smelled like shit and piss.
Yeah. My brother went down there for my brother and my mother went down there for a wedding. And, like they rode the trolley and like they only did it once. So they had like two like homeless guys like yelling at each other. Like we're taking an Uber from now on. It's like
that sounds about right. It just turned into like Brazilian favela so quickly.
It's so weird because like they got a lot of like really. They said they had like the museums really nice, you know, some nice buildings, but. Then outside, it's just like all that crap around it.
See, you guys, if you had Islam, you wouldn't have that shit.
Exactly. Tate was right the whole time. Does Islam just execute the guys or something?
I don't know, man. The way it's looking right now, it looks like Islam got exposed a little bit of West, and all of a sudden you guys are going our direction. Give it a look. I guarantee you in the next 5 years, you're going to see somebody with one of the... what are the tablecloth pattern where it's like the red and white checkers on your headdress there, Mish? What are those called?
It's called Shimar.
Shimar is the pattern? Yeah. You're going to see one of those with the fucking rainbow robe. I guarantee you.
Oh,
God. we have some of the rainbow people over here, and they're very vocal about it.
Yeah, they have to be.
Wait, and they don't get like thrown off a roof?
No, unfortunately, they stopped with the beheading and throwing people from the roof since 2015. Yeah. And now you can see them on TikTok, you know, on Instagram, everywhere, and they're super famous.
Digital Ryan disclaimer: we do not endorse homosexual violence. All right, now continue, please.
Marty is the voice of reason. Never thought I'd see the day.
That's risk management right there.
Yeah.
Good job, Marty. Holy shit, there's a shit ton of zombies, boys.
I learned that in that class where they were talking about dicks a lot. So
exactly. Knows all.
Marty paid attention in the risk management class.
It was so interesting.
Dude, zombies, they're not dropping. Did you do something with zombies?
Hmm?
The zombies are just
dropping fine with me.
I think they're all done shopping.
So you do murder?
This is worse than Tickle Me Elmo.
The deals just
a
never
little
live up to it.
crowded.
Reloading.
Let's go this way.
Yeah, just try to funnel them into one spot so I can just.
Tuber and I lost you. Where did you guys end up going?
We're at the mall.
Oh,
Yeah, we're outside the mall,
Out front.
trying to clear out the
The
zombies.
mall parking lot. Our parking's
Try to get over
terrible.
the fence.
We're like
Yeah.
we're like Kimbo Slice out here in the mall parking lot.
Crap.
Just starting fights.
no, Tuber lost your hat.
I know he's being bit.
That was your best bucket hat.
My favorite is where the guy's like eye literally comes out like the orbital
Oh
socket.
God,
Oh yeah.
gross.
Ah,
Shit.
there's a lot of them.
Oh yeah, there's a shit. Oh, no, I lost my cigarette.
That's right. If you guys make it to the north side, Tuber and I have just about cleared that area, so we can come help you guys out.
Yeah, I'm reloading. I lost my cigarette. Shit.
I saw it. I see it on the ground. You're not. You won't look cool without a cig in your mouth.
Badass.
Say the word.
Oh,
Without a what in his mouth?
a cig.
Brit boy, tell him what to say.
Yeah, I'm not British. I can't say it.
It's the
Hold on,
hard R
let me
for
get-
Brits.
Let me get my accent. Okay, yes.
Disclaimer: we're actually talking about
Yeah,
cigarettes.
Marty, give us your disclaimer.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have I can put my mouth through it?
Wait, what is this? KFC loads their chicken with chemicals, like obviously, but do you mean like bad chemicals or?
They turn
Also,
you gay.
who eats KFC? That's my other question.
Americans.
I
Really?
do usually when I want to take a, large shit. So
Oh, they're all
I
over
was gonna
the.
say, I've had Popeye's chicken and Chick-fil-A. There's no way Americans are eating KFC.
dude, Popeyes is the best over here. Honestly, I fucking love Popeyes.
I would have agreed with you until I had Chick-fil-A and I realized it was Popeye's chicken for white people, and I'm like, oh my god.
I like the spice. I like the spice on Popeyes. Pretty good. Pretty darn good. That's
True.
a lot.
Don't get me wrong. It's just it's oilier, but yeah, between the two of them though, like I won't complain.
Yeah, Popeyes is the black people chicken
Yeah,
over here.
It's so funny. I think a guy like almost like made an entire YouTube channel like spoofing like the difference between KFC or Popeyes and Chick-fil-A.
That's
Yeah.
funny. Like a Def Comedy Jam 1990 special.
It's like
Oh, yeah. And some of it shows the
Popeyes
fact
like this.
where you got girls
Oh,
pulling
there's
out
a
weed.
nomad.
Yeah, they have that big old.
No, dude, the funniest thing is that we used to have Popeyes over here like 30 years ago. Then nobody was buying from it basically, and so they closed it off.
Mm-hmm.
Now they relaunched the brand again last year, and it's doing good.
Is it like super ratchet over there, or is that just an American thing?
Dude, I need to send you some pictures. It's fucking
You guys
amazing.
Kentucky Fried Camel.
Wait, there's almost no Popeyes in Orange County. I wonder why. Is that I don't understand Orange County, so you guys have to walk me through that joke.
That's like a Republican, one of the only Republican counties in California.
Ah,
I
gotcha.
guess. Yeah.
Ba-dum-bum.
Dude, I was really which I don't ever really go to McDonald's, but I think I was going to get like a Happy Meal, and I saw like the woman in the drive-through was like had half her body out fighting with another girl in the car.
Ah, good old.
It was glorious. You had like all the hollering and the weave pulling and everything. It was great.
Oh boy. Were you the guy in the back who just chanted World Star with your phone up, or did you not want to play you didn't want the full authentic experience?
I wanted to keep my windows rolled up. I was in a really not the great part of town. So.
Fair. Fair.
I'm just not gonna get involved in it.
The redhead with his risk management. Yeah, I'm way too
Exactly.
pasty to get involved in this one.
That's it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, thank you, John.
Oh, guys, I think we're way over our head here. Like, zombies are not ending.
There is a lot.
Cooper and
of
I are
them.
coming like the cavalry, man.
Guys, isn't it funny that Mish comes back and all of a sudden
just keep
there are
them
too many
spread out.
zombies?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, I noticed.
Mick brings the crowds.
Oh, don't point out the obvious.
The pheromones, it's attracting all the zombies. Oh my god.
Islamophobia is rampant here in Kentucky.
Yeah. Speaking of phobia, you know, I didn't even really want to eat Chick-fil-A, but the first, like when they announced they were coming to Canada, there was a bunch of like vegans protesting around where my building was and talking about they're bringing Chick-fil-A here. They're going to cancel abortions and the gays.
Yeah.
And I was like so weirded out. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, first off, I'm pretty sure we got that in our constitution, so you're safe. Secondly, the big question is the chicken any good? And the lady looked at me and she didn't know how to answer that because she had no idea because she's never had it before.
Mm-hmm.
And then my girl's like, you know, the one where she's like, doesn't want you to be you at that moment. And she grabs you by the arm, she's dragging me away. She's like, don't, this isn't your fucking podcast. Get out of here.
Should be like, is the chicken delicious enough to trump my morals?
That was basically my thought. Then she's like, oh, we're vegans. I'm like, well, kind of sounds like you're not invested in this one way or the other, so.
Yeah.
And then it took me another 6 months to finally get around to it, and then I ate it, and I was like, holy Jesus. No wonder why you Americans have the problem with the gays. This chicken's good.
It is.
Yeah, obesity and the gays.
And then the second time I was an idiot, I went there on Sunday.
Oh,
I was like, what the hell is this?
I've done that before.
You get mad, and then you're like, oh, right.
For real, you son of a bitches. You're not going to heaven because you're not open today.
Yeah. But they're so nice about it. Well, we're doing this so they can spend time with their families. I was like, damn it, I'll go without, but I'm not happy.
A day of rest.
Oh, some guys played a prank and they put on Chick-fil-A uniforms and went to a Chick-fil-A on a Sunday, and they were taking people's orders and then when they got around to the window.
That's cruel, but pretty funny.
I'm reloading.
Not gonna lie, guy, there's like a city of zombies coming after you guys just to get caught up to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna clear so much.
We're doing some work here.
Which, by the way, if this is what it's like all the way down to you, I can see why you guys are in so much trouble.
Well, somebody left the siren on.
Well, I turned on the siren. I had to call.
Thank you, Dave.
I called.
Hey, who set off the car alarm or the house alarm?
Pregnant women fat, so.
Oh.
Then they just all came out.
But men
oh, they pulled a Royce on you. Damn it.
Darn it. I should have known better.
Yeah.
Than to say people are responsible for their own actions.
Greatest thing, man. Like, I know chicks can't be red-pilled, but be damned if Allie's not trying to prove me wrong. Now she's mad at mommy bloggers and fat chicks. I'm like, God, I kind of want to give you, like, your merit badge.
It was funny seeing her, like, you know, going through all of that.
Oh. I'm just waiting. Hey, Mish, you got any stories of any of those mommy bloggers yelling at her in your DMs trying to get flied down to Dubai? That'd be great.
Well, you know who was DMing me about her? Our friend.
Somebody else was?
No, you know the friend I showed you the screenshots about.
Yeah.
That chick.
Oh,
she was basically asking me to go free roll on her. I'm like, I don't think so. No.
That's funny. Yeah. Given the who dat bitch text, it's like, this is Twitter, madam.
Yeah.
I don't know. I get it. The game has changed. It hasn't really changed. It just seems like it's amplified.
Yeah.
I'm used to this stuff in a small town setting when you're dating, not of like millions of people on a platform selling Gumroad courses.
Oh, man.
Nice try, Tuber. You stop that British fitness program.